Tell us all about how this happened.
Well, Giuseppe's the man to tell you how it began.
Yeah, basically, I couldn't stay in a place without thinking I needed a place where to play blues. This is because before moving to Whitby, I've been spending 13 years in London. Nearly every week, 2-3 times a week, I was somewhere doing some blues jam session. So when I came around here, it was the end of the pandemic, and there was no music etc. I remember I just spoke with some guys here at the brewery. They say, hey, do you mind giving me the stage this Saturday? I have some friends coming and we can play some blues for you guys. And it's going to be a jam session. They had no clue what it would have been like, but ever since it's been something that they never wanted to miss in their schedule.
Well, our mutual friend Marco Cinelli got in touch with Giuseppe, who was looking for somebody that could support him as a regular house band member. So I then had a long conversation with Giuseppe. The reason Marco had suggested me was I'd worked with Marco in the past, and he knew that I'd also run blues jams back in my part of the world, over in Carlisle. So he knew I was, if you like, comfortable with this sort of running this kind of event. So Giuseppe and I had a long phone call, and I said yes, I'd be delighted to help you with that. And at that point, I committed, because it sounded like exactly the kind of thing that I'm probably happiest doing.
Also because we were building up the community, building up the interest, and it was starting to resonate. I was starting to recognize certain face coming, either in the crowd or in on stage, actually. So, and I want to take also responsibility for that first quote we had, me and Rod. It was long because obviously I'm Italian, and there's nothing I could do without speaking half an hour.
Well, there's two aspects to this. There's two aspects to this, because the house band is formed and developed in its own right. We're taking that band out to play as and when we can as a band. We've got the rest of this year fully booked with this event in Whitby. We're hoping that we all go beyond that, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that it's very hard to predict what it's going to be like. As you said, there are things that obviously we will try to do, but there's an element there that's been characterizing. Love you guys. Sorry for the tissue. There's something that has been matured in this. I don't want to call it band, but house band, and it's one thing. We do the thing we do because we like to put together people, to bring together people, and so in a way, I think whichever thing is going to be in our future, either we play as a band, still improvising things with no script whatsoever, or we expand on the concept of the blues jam session. I think. The aim is going to be always the community building, the getting together, the having that capability to build bridges, and that's not a criticism. But the reason why I'm mentioning that is because I don't think we identify as band. And typically a band goes on a stage and they have to carve out of an existing crowd, an existing pool of other bands. They have to carve out their time, they have to carve out their audience, and we instead, we're not in competition with anybody. If anything, we are just opening the space where everybody's welcome and everybody in a collaborative way can participate for one and only one time, anytime they like.